Hello there, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Everything should be okay. Let me just have a look. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Lovely. I was going to be a little bit earlier, but I was having what I thought were technical issues. It turns out, so on YouTube itself, I get a little preview, but I was only getting like here. I could see my forehead and like everything else there. Turns out it's actually fine on the stream itself. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. Today we got Gore, Sammy Boy, Channel Random, Ethan, Josh. How's it going, guys? Kind of confused by that, but okay. Right. Hey, Andrew as well. How's it going? I've never seen sunlight come through your window. Maybe not. I haven't streamed this early for a while. But I just kind of decided earlier today that I just want to try and start like streaming more, to be honest, because I kind of realized earlier today that it's like I only really stream like once or twice a week sometimes, and I used to be doing it a lot more frequently, and I didn't like that I wasn't doing it so much. So I just thought it'd be better for the channel, more interesting for you guys as well, that I just streamed a little bit more, whether it's just like an hour here or there, or 2-3 hours bit later on. So I'll stream now for like an hour or so, and then probably will again tomorrow. So yeah, that should be good. But yeah, lots of Star Wars leaks over the last 2 weeks. Even more today. Literally within the last hour, there have been even more. So I'll probably cover those in a video tomorrow. Possibly, I don't know. But yeah, just more and more leaks continue to come out. This time, even more about KOTOR. It seems likely that, well, the rumors are saying now that Aspire Media, so the studio that handles a lot of the like remakes and stuff like that, or like not remakes but like console ports. So Aspire Media did it's not even on my screen, episode 1 Racer, the game. They did Jedi Academy, Jedi Outcast, like for PS4 and Xbox and stuff like that. So the team that's covering that, it said that they might be making the KOTOR remake, and then it's going to be a mix of, it's going to take elements from KOTOR 1 and KOTOR 2 and make it just one definitive story that will essentially bring it into the canon in a way. So yeah, it's interesting. Andrew, Jetpack Cargo is no longer on Battlefront. I'm sorry to say. It was limited time only. It was here like a couple times again, but no, it's not on the game, unfortunately, which sucks. I'm being able to watch for a while. How's it going? It's going very well, thank you. How about yourself? Sammy's got to go for bat now. I'll be back as soon as I can. Not a problem at all. I may be done in an hour. We'll just see how things go. Gore, I play on I play on PS5, so yeah, PS4 works as well. It's also been said that there could be an Empire at War game potentially coming as well. So with that, it's not necessarily a case of leak, oh my god, it's coming. It's more a case of it's possible. Some guy actually emailed a developer at the Petroglyph like studio, the developers behind Empire at War, and he said that they're actually talking to the right people about it. So we could potentially see a new Empire at War, like a real-time strategy game in the next, well, just going forward at some point, basically, which should be really interesting. So yes, looking forward to that. Can I add you? Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you type in !PSN sorts. So it'll be interesting to see also if, yeah, it'd be really interesting to see if they go into like an MMO stage where maybe they have multiple different roles for the characters. You can do like a bunch of different things. So yeah, my main hope would be just bounty hunting is one of the things you can do, but only time will tell. But yeah, much appreciated, and thank you very much for the support. You got an assignment in on Friday, I haven't started yet. Yeah, I mean, it's Wednesday night, to be fair. You gotta get on with it. But best of luck with that anyway. I'd just take rumours with a pinch of salt until any confirmation. Yeah, absolutely, and so you should. Like, you should never really take any of these as like confirmation for anything. But yeah, you should never take any of this stuff as like confirmation for anything unless obviously it's come from official sources. I do think it's interesting though. Some of these leaks do have somewhat, well, they don't necessarily have reliable sources. Some of them actually are reliable sources, but others seem like say they have sources. So yeah, it's interesting. Actually, the guy who did the KOTOR rumor back on Saturday night when I covered the KOTOR rumor on Saturday last week. I messaged the guy, but I didn't have any response from him until yesterday. He actually got back to me, and he claims to have a source within Lucasfilm Games. So, yeah, it's interesting that it's interesting to see that that's actually a thing. So, yeah, Gore, I won't be getting into any like chat parties or anything, but if you join the game, then that would be awesome. I have send another invite. Oh, there we go. You're in. Sweet. Okay, well, let's go into some GA, shall we? Why not? Oh, wait, what? Oh, bloody hell. Wait. Oh, my word. Jesus Christ. Alrighty. Let's go. Bugs, dude, it's been ages. How's it going? Good to see you. When do you think Ubisoft game is coming out? Around 2022? Oh, no. The Ubisoft game won't be until like 2024 at the earliest. Steel Sproul, TD, good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. Can't believe that. Oh, god damn it. Right. Where was I? Dead game. Fantastic. It's pretty long. Yeah, it is quite long, but it's... Wait, so are we actually going to get players in this or not? That's the thing. We'll give it a couple minutes. Yeah, the thing is with the open world game is that it's when it was announced earlier back in like mid-Jan, it was said to be in very early development, and if it's going to be, it's an open world game as well, so bear in mind it's going to be, it's a very big game. Squadrons took 3 years to make. Yeah, Squadrons took 3 years to make, pretty much. So, that's a pretty small game if you really think about it. A massive open world game like this, and obviously it could have like tons and tons of content, as one of the rumors were saying. If it is genuinely a big game like that, then yeah, it could very well take that long to make. If it's in very early development now, it's likely that they'll have a solid 2 years probably of like solid production. We're in 2021 now. I'd imagine 2024 is probably the most realistic time for that. 1 a.m. Goddamn, doing really good. How about you? Yeah, I'm doing very well, thank you. Very good. TD thinks 2023. Fair enough. I mean, we'll see. It could be a year and a half away, but I don't think it will. CAD 29, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. You're in one of the last live streams. I appreciate it. Can't believe it's going to be 3 years next month since I subbed you. Dude, I know, it's crazy. Been doing this for quite a bit now, haven't I? They have at least released... they have to at least release or announce at least 2 games. Well, that's only from... The thing is, though, that's only the Ubisoft open world game, right? You know, there's gonna be other you know, there are gonna be other games from other developers. Like, there's loads of rumors going around right now about the KOTOR remakes. So it's said that KOTOR 1 and 2 will potentially get a console port later this year, but also that there's gonna be a new KOTOR game coming out that's gonna take elements from both games to bring them into the canon. So that's a thing. Not officially confirmed yet, but that is potentially a thing. So yeah, there's going to be way more game announcements later this year, so we'll see. We shall see. Fallen Order will 100% be in 2022, yeah, absolutely. Whilst that hasn't been announced yet, I doubt it'll be any later than that, personally. Fallen Order 1 came out in 2019. In November, so 3 years is a decent amount of time to get the next one done, I'd say. Especially because they probably would have started working on it since before Fallen Order 1 actually launched, so yeah. Max, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Squadrons was a mediocre game, in my opinion. Wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything special. That's fair enough. Like, yeah, I mean, it's going to be different for everyone. Like, it's not going to be, it won't be everyone's cup of tea. I'm no, like, whiz at Squadrons, but I really love the game. Like, it's one of my favourite Star Wars experiences that I've ever had, so yeah, I'm a huge fan of the game, but obviously it's not going to be for everyone, being just a Starfighter game. Which is understandable, and, it's... I'm talking about leaks a lot already, and I will probably continue to do so throughout the stream, so... it's been rumoured that EA will have a smaller game, a smaller scale game releasing later this year that's a shooter. Like, if that's true, which it obviously could not be, then it's possible that that will have a lot more people interested, but we shall see. I'm just hoping it's not The Division, but Star Wars. To be honest, I don't think they'd do something like that. I would quite like to see some kind of looter-shooter Star Wars experience, but yeah, I don't think we'll see something like that from... I don't think we'll see that from Ubisoft. Theo, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. You're absolutely fine. You're not late or anything. And remember, there's no such thing as late. You can arrive precisely when you intend to, just like Gandalf. Wrong franchise, I know, but has to be. Oh my days. Goodness, there we go. GN, my friend, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Also, GN's working on something, is working on a video that is going to be awesome. I've already seen snippets of stuff, and I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it, so if you're not already following GN, please go ahead and do so, because he's got some big stuff coming. Fire Blue, my boy. How's it going? I would like to see a Clone Wars Maul game. Either you're a clone in the Clone Wars or you're Maul building the Mafia Empire around Rebels. See, they were actually going to make a Maul game. I imagine you've probably seen... You may well have seen Bombastic's video covering it when he actually interviewed one of the developers for that. But when LucasArts was still around, they were working on a Darth Maul game. That seemed pretty interesting. I don't actually know any of the details for it, but... They were working on something like that. I personally don't really think we need a Maul game, but I think it would be really cool to see. Like, I'd honestly, like, I'd take anything. If we get a Star Wars game announced, like, every day this week, then I'd love that, It could be about absolutely anything. I'd probably enjoy that. I might question it and be like, well, it's like when the Obi-Wan TV show was announced. It's like, really hyped and really happy to see it, but, like, do we need it, really? It's one of those things for me. Very excited for that, though. When will I play Red Dead 2? I don't know. I do have Red Dead Online because that was free. Yeah, I have Red Dead Online because that was just free for, like, PSN or something like that at one point. or it was just free for a time, so I added it to my library so I can play that if I want to. I've not played, like, I mean, to be fair, I haven't even played the GTA story, and to be honest, I'm not really too bothered about playing the Red Dead 2 story. Like, I'm not a huge single player gamer, so yeah, I'm not too worried about playing, like, I'll play obviously Star Wars single player and I'll play other single player games, but not like a lot of the time really. Night Sensei, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. You're live early. I am. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot more kind of like impromptu streams like this, where I just go live randomly, and regularly. You know, I want to start streaming kind of various times throughout the week, and also just random as well. So like next week I might not stream on Wednesday at all, but I might do like a stream on Thursday, or I don't know, like just on days I don't upload, I want to at least try and maybe do like a short stream, whether it's an hour, because I only really intend on this being like an hour to an hour and a half, but we'll just kind of see how things are going, and you know, if I want to carry on, then you know, I'll carry on, but I definitely think I may well stream again tomorrow, but I think I'm also going to be releasing a video on some new leaks that I've seen today, so yeah, literally like as I was about to start streaming, like some more leaks came out, so yeah, it's crazy how much is happening, honestly. I'm doing fine, how about you? Yeah, doing very well, thank you, very well. The game was in very early development. I don't think they even had finished the story for it. Wait, what was in very early development? Oh, the mall game, sorry, yeah. Yeah, the mall game, yeah, was in early development still, but they were working on it, yeah. It wasn't finished, but yeah, it was being worked on. That's all I know, really. What did they say on the EA call? They didn't say with regards to Star Wars, they didn't really say a lot. They said that Star Wars had sold over 52 million units. But yeah, that was it. And I'm, you know, they'd said that like all Star Wars games, so Battlefront, Fallen Order, and Squadrons have sold like 52 million units in total. So that won't be including like free downloads and stuff like that. I don't think it'll be more like actual physical game sales and digital purchases. So yeah, that's pretty much all they said. They didn't say anything else really. Like, you know, they did say that they are working on multiple. They did say about, like, you know, they are committed to the Star Wars franchise, but that's not really, like, they didn't really say anything like amazing. There was some awesome Battlefield news though. Battlefield 6 sounds awesome. Whether it's actually going to be called Battlefield 6, we don't actually know yet, but we'll get a reveal for spring. So yeah, there wasn't really any news, no. SV, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Yes, Guy stopped in for his car keys. No, they're not car keys. Something, I don't know. But he's working at the moment anyway, so yes. ISO, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. I'm very well, thank you. How about yourself? Yeah, so like I said, no Star Wars news yesterday, unfortunately, but it's kind of to be expected, really. Like, you wouldn't really, you know, I wouldn't expect to hear news on something that hasn't even been announced yet, you know. And like Jay Ingram, like community manager for Star Wars games, he said that, like, Star Wars HQ said about how it would have been nice if we heard more in the call about Star Wars, and said about how it's, you know, one of the biggest franchises on the planet, but we didn't really hear much, which is fair enough. But Jay said that, like, you know, as you say, it's one of the biggest franchises in the world, so, you know, when we do have stuff to announce, like, it's, you know, it would be better to do it in like a big announcement instead of just some phone call tease, you know. So and Investical's not really the place to announce stuff. Like, they have said that they are committed to the Star Wars IP, so that's great, but, you know, you're not really going to see too much else beyond that, really. Yeah, Battlefield 6 is releasing later this year. It says more players than ever before, so hopefully around 120, as a lot of leaks are suggesting, so 64 versus 64. But yeah, we'll see. Oh, that's a mistake. Yep, not going there. Should increase that sprint speed. Oh, there's Obi-Wan and BB-8 as well. God damn it. That was not good. That was not good at all. So, a leak that I actually saw before streaming was it was posted by Jordan Mason. So if you saw my KOTOR leaks video, then you may recognize that name. Oh wow, it was actually on this day that the BB-8 update came out. God damn. Just the music overhaul for Shadow of the Republic fan film by cinematic actors. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, because he had it was like it was Lewis Humanoid's rendition of Vodan, which is cool. Very nice. GG's, yes, absolutely. Let's scroll back here. So I don't know if you know this website called CineLinks. So it says here, Knights of the Old Republic remake might be back in the cards, so it's an exclusive. Oh wait, the actual article was from Jordan Mason himself, actually. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. So let me skip to the good part. So he's heard an update from 2 independent sources. This one came out of the blue and caught me by surprise, which the name is not updating out. So, according to one of his sources, the previously mentioned Knights of the Old Republic remake is back in development. His other source added to say that they felt it wasn't much of a remake, but a sequel of sorts. It would be a Knights of the Old Republic project that would integrate elements from the first 2 games in order to bring in certain things into the current Star Wars canon. So not necessarily, it's not like a remake, but it's more of a but if it's true, then it's more of a reimagining of the franchise, basically, which is cool. He's also heard EA has a bunch of Star Wars projects in various stages of work as well, from Jedi Fallen Order sequels to a Project Luminous tie-in, which is a High Republic, which would be High Republic stuff, which is interesting. Something coming to the Switch, so yeah, there's a lot going on. That's what he's hearing. It really sounds like EA's found their groove. Time will tell, but yeah, so obviously that's not necessarily all solid information, and everything should be taken with a grain of salt with that. But yeah, lots of interesting leaks. Jordan Mason is pretty. He's known to be somewhat I mean, he's not necessarily like he's not a source. He's just leaked a bunch of this information, and a lot of it has become a reality in the past. So it's one of those things that, like, you know, you shouldn't believe it until anything official comes out, but it's absolutely a possibility, basically. So yeah, do take any information I say. Do take anything that I say not as fact, obviously, just as, because it's just wild speculation at the end of the day. Really, that's how it can be seen. So yeah, it's interesting. Gore's got to go though. No worries at all. Give me a sniper on Crate. I actually really hope we don't play on Crate. I like, you know, as much as Crate is a beautiful map, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really find myself enjoying it too much a lot of the time. I don't know. Jets. No. Ugh. Karen, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I really hope we get a Star Wars game before Lucasfilm's 50th anniversary. So yeah, that's this year, isn't it? I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's this year. I mean, I think we could get a game this year. For those who've already heard this, I apologize, but you know, recently it has been rumored that EA has a small Star Wars game releasing later this year, which, if true, then obviously that's essentially a game that goes along, that, you know, releases in the same year, so 50th anniversary. But that could obviously just not happen at all. Like, it could be completely false, but we'll see. Yeah, there's plenty to be excited about, I think. But I think it's also, you just got to be cautious. Like, you have to be cautiously excited, because whilst it's great hearing all these, whilst as fans it's great hearing all these leaks, a lot of them could just not be true. So yeah. Small Styles game. Yeah, so I can't remember everything, but I covered it in a video on Sunday or Monday about the leak. Hello. The leak basically said that EA will release a small-scale Star Wars game later this year. Small-scale, like Squadrons kind of scale, basically, and not like big like Battlefront or Fallen Order. It was said that it's a shooter of some kind. Yeah, it's basically a small-scale shooter set to release this year. That's what the leak is, but obviously, like I said, it could obviously be absolutely nothing. It might not be true. Got to take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, I think it was also said that it was being developed in Unreal Engine, but again, like, it's just these kind of things. You know, it excites me to. You know, it's exciting to think about the prospects of these things, but you can't go like, oh my god, you know, it's confirmed, because it hasn't obviously been confirmed. Best Pin Bulletin said there's like 3 Star Wars projects that he's aware of at the moment. Yeah, like Best Pin Bulletin says that there's 3 games that he's aware of at the moment. One being a Fallen Order sequel, one being a smaller scale Star Wars project, and the other he doesn't know. But yeah, he just like knows of those things. But the thing is as well though, like, projects could be cancelled at any time. Like, EA over the last several years have cancelled multiple projects, but then again, that's a normal thing. Like, projects do get cancelled quite often, but we just don't necessarily hear about it a lot of the time, so people take a cancellation as like a really, really bad thing, which sometimes of course it can be, but yeah. Yeah, they released an article saying we're going to release new media series like games. It can't be Lego Star Wars Saga because they can be counting it on its delay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, not specifically for the 50th anniversary, yeah. Oh, that's just a dead player. Oh, hello. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't really rely on like Lego Star Wars. You couldn't really, because of the delays and stuff like that. So many leaks, can't even keep up with them. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I never really used to like covering leaks too much, to be honest, because I just felt like it was I felt like it was kind of a bad thing to do, honestly. And to be fair, even when I make videos on these leaks going around now, like, I still feel bad, and just I'm not sure whether I should. But at the same time, so many people clickbait about these leaks and take them as like confirmation and stuff like that. So I just kind of feel like, you know, I just kind of like, you know what, like, I will talk about these things, but just hopefully it helps temper expectations and just remind people that you know, these things aren't, you know, they're not confirmed in any way. You know, do take them with a grain of salt and everything like that. So, yeah. Oh my lord. So yeah, I mean, every leak we've had over the last couple of weeks, I'm pretty sure I've covered, and considering Jordan Mason's now done this article as well, I'm gonna I'll make a video on that tomorrow, I think. So yeah, we'll see. There's also something about an Empire at War thing as well, but I'm just gonna leave that a couple more days to see how that progresses, and I'll probably make a video on that like early next week. But yeah, at least you're getting views from them. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, the channel, you know, the channel's getting views from them. I'm gaining subs from it. So, like, from a channel perspective, it's a benefit. But I just, you know, my main concern is that I don't want people, you know, I don't want people to see the channel as like one of those typical channels that's clickbaiting on leaks and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, I don't personally feel like I am clickbaiting on these leaks at all. I feel like I'm being pretty standard with it. Like, I don't think my thumbnails for them are clickbait. My titles certainly aren't either. So, yeah, I feel like I'm covering them the right way. And, you know, like Lossy, the Battlefield YouTuber, he's covered a bunch of Battlefield leaks over the last couple of weeks. So, because, you know, considering he's doing it and he's doing it in a really good way as well, like, I've kind of looked to him for inspiration on how I should do my ones as well. So yeah. I feel like I'm doing these things in the right way, and I think it's good for the channel. And yeah, I definitely want to, like, I like the fact that I've only got like a 2 video week like upload schedule, because, you know, if we do get all these leaks and we do get like news and stuff like that, I feel so much more free to just upload all this news and make all this news stuff like randomly. And also it means that I can just try and stream a little bit more as well, because like I said at the start, I want to do like more smaller scale, you know, just like smaller streams every now and again. So pretty much like, if there was like let's say next week we hear absolutely nothing, no news, no leaks, no nothing, then you know, like on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'd probably look to stream on all of those days basically. You know, maybe on Monday it would be a couple hours in the evening. On Wednesday it could be 2 hours in the afternoon, and on Thursday it may be an hour in the evening, or just an hour in the afternoon at some point as well, because I just think it'd be good to keep on streaming, because I know quite a lot of people watch the channel for the streams and they're not so worried about the videos, so I just want to be able to do more on that, and it can only benefit the channel as well, really. So yeah. But a mention of games can't be about a game like releasing until 4 years. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Like, a mention of games would be more a case of a game releasing probably within the next 12 months or something. I feel like we probably will get an EA game this year, because, I mean, it happened with Squadrons and Battlefront 2 as well. Like, you got to remember that Battlefront 2 wasn't officially announced and unveiled until Star Wars Celebration 2017, and released 6-7 months later. Same with Squadrons. Squadrons wasn't unveiled. Squadrons was officially revealed. Yeah, Squadrons was officially revealed on the 15th of June, which was a Monday. EA Play was the 18th of June, so just a few days later. So, yeah, and then that game came out in October. So it's very possible to happen again. I'd love to see that happen again, but like, I'm not going to get my hopes up for it. Have you read the Darth Plagueis book? No, I haven't. No, I'm not really like well, I'm not really much of a reader, so I barely read the canon stuff as it is, and I really want to get on. I really want to get back into reading again, to be honest. Yeah, I really want to get back into reading properly, to be honest, and also I'm very much like a canon junkie kind of person, so I don't really touch anything Legends related unless it's like an old game that I like Jedi Academy or Outcast. So yeah. Troops on the ground. I'm back now. Did I miss anything? Not really, Sammy. We were just talking about all the leaks that have been released recently and stuff like that, really. Just kind of, as the title suggests, just talking about leaks and stuff like that, really. For games releasing, I don't really rely on them, because first of all, a normal person can't just have access to a company's data, and second, wouldn't a dev giving out data before announcement be considered bad? Not only Star Wars games, but any game. Well, yeah, like any developer revealing information early, like before announcement, yeah, obviously it's bad, but it doesn't mean it's not done. Like, people won't have to know about it. Someone, I mean, the leak for Battlefront 3 being announced like later this year with just a logo reveal. I spoke to that guy, and he said that he said his source for Battlefront 3 was an artist at DICE, You know, people are gonna reveal things to people, but they'd essentially just hope that you wouldn't talk about these things, or they might say like, yeah, they might sometimes be okay with it. So yeah, it's one of those things that happens, really. People talk all the time. Sometimes things might slip out. Other times they might purposely be talking about something, and yeah, like the sources are never specifically mentioned. So even if it was an artist at DICE, it's like how do you intend on pinpointing who that was, and what do you do at that point? You know, it's just there's not really a lot you can do. So yeah. Oh wait, he's just disappeared. Fair enough. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I absolutely don't rely on leaks for anything. The thing with leaks, though, is that it's not someone somehow getting access to the company's records and data and stuff like that. It's more a case of this person knows someone in the company, or who works with someone else who collaborate with that company. This guy who revealed that EA Star Wars have got a smaller game coming out later this year, he told me that he knows someone and his source is in Lucasfilm Games, so they collaborate with EA obviously to make Star Wars games. So that's what he said, but obviously I can't just go and like straight up believe him, like, oh yeah, this guy on the internet said this, it must be true. So yeah, you can't rely on leaks for anything, but it's obviously interesting to. It's always interesting to like see leaks and speculate about them and stuff like that. But yeah, whew, get wrecked. Palpy, palpy, say that you're palpy. Where's the pouch on? No. Star Wars Lounge and Gravity. How's it going, boys? How are we? Still waiting for my Darth Bane Disney Plus TV show. That would be sick, to be fair. And like just an Old Republic TV show would be awesome. You know, and I think it's definitely possible. Like if we are genuinely getting a KOTOR like reimagination, so taking elements from KOTOR 1 and KOTOR 2, then like to make up its own like definitive story, then I think we could absolutely see then I think we could absolutely see like nice, you know, KOTOR, just Old Republic content come into the canon through live action shows. I agree. I'm not saying they are not real, but they aren't really reliable, but they're really good if they aren't nonsense and made up. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I have absolutely no proof of you know, I've got no proof, no evidence, no nothing to suggest that these rumors are fake. It's more just they could be. I mean, some of them like are. Like one leak a couple weeks ago said that Jedi Fallen Order 2 is going to include Inferno Squad. That's obviously rubbish, because Inferno Squad was set up at, you know, in 0 ABY after the Death Star blew up, and Jedi Fallen Order 1 took place in 14 BBY, so 14 years before that. 14 years prior to Inferno Squad being set up, and during the time of Fallen Order 1, Iden would have been like a teenager. She would have been maybe around like 14, or like between the ages of like probably 14 to 20. She would have been around that age, so there's no way Inferno Squad will be in Jedi Fallen Order 2, especially if that takes place directly after it. But either way, a Jedi Fallen Order sequel would not take place 15 years after the first game. And that's ridiculous. So stuff like that is obviously false. But other things like Battlefront, you know, this guy saying that he knows an artist at DICE, and he says that Battlefront 3 will get a logo reveal later this year, within the first half of the year, then like, I've got nothing to suggest that that's fake. It's more just, this is what this person said. Take it with a grain of salt. I don't necessarily think it's going to happen, but it would be really great if it did happen. So, yeah. Have you heard they're making new LEGO gunship? I have. What's really annoying me as well, though, is they're making like over the last few years, like over the last like 7 years, they've made probably like 3 or 4 different X-wings and TIE fighters, and yet they still haven't made a TIE interceptor or a TIE bomber in like 20 years or something. It's ridiculous. Will EA still make Star Wars games? Yes, they will, yeah. EA confirms them, like, literally on the day that Ubisoft's game was announced, EA confirmed that they have multiple Star Wars projects in the work. Nothing has been officially unveiled yet, but we know that Respawn are working on a Jedi game again, which is probably going to be a sequel to Fallen Order, so we know that's in the works, but we don't know anything beyond that. It's not even been like officially unveiled yet. But yeah, we know that there's multiple projects in the works at EA. So yeah, they will continue to make Star Wars games, which is great. But obviously, it's just other people can now make these games as well. So yeah, and actually, going back to the whole KOTOR thing, like, it's been said recently that KOTOR 1 and 2 will be getting console ports this year, which will likely come from Aspyr Media, who did Episode 1 Racer, like Jedi Academy, and all that stuff on console. They also recently, in December, released KOTOR 2 on mobile. They could very well be doing that for for PS4, Xbox, and stuff like that for some point this year. And so the company Aspyr Media actually have just been acquired by a company called Embrace, I think. And there was a cool like a talk about that. Like some guy who I think he could have been the CEO of like Embrace, but he was talking about the acquisition and said about how they're going to have a focus on licensed IP and stuff like that, and if they're going to be he said they're going to have a focus on licensed IP, but also mentioned about how the company are very capable of making their own like new original games, as well as creating like ports for other games. So that, I mean, people will probably take that as a tease for KOTOR, but if they're going to make KOTOR 1 and 2, then there's every reason, there's absolutely no reason why they couldn't go and then make an original KOTOR. That would essentially bring it into the canon. But we'll see. It's all wild speculation at the moment, but it's interesting. The thing with Battlefront 3 is that in a logical view, it's really possible, and that's the reason you can't ignore them, even if they are unreal. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, Battlefront 3 is absolutely possible. There's nothing to suggest that Battlefront 3 won't happen. I've always believed that Battlefront 3 will happen. It's just a case of when. A lot of people are like, oh, Battlefront 2 in 2022, or Battlefront 3 this year, or like people have been asking in comments and streams of other people, and I've seen them be like, oh, I think Battlefront 3 could release later this year, and it's just like, what are you talking about? Stuff like that is a big no-no, because over the last like 12 months, Battlefront 3 will not have been in production at all. Not even in early like pre-production or anything like that. It may have been an idea in people's heads, but it wouldn't have been like worked on at all. If there is going to be a reveal later, if there is going to be a reveal for Battlefront 3 within the first half of this month, then yes, right now they will be working on Battlefront 3 in like really early stages, pre-production and stuff like that. And if that's the case, if we do get a logo reveal later this year and they are working on that, then we won't get that game until 2024 at the earliest. That's my take on the whole thing. Like, I absolutely think it's possible, but I just don't. It's just not going to happen for another few years, really. Technically, Lando owns the Darksaber. What makes you say that? Hey, Magic. Popping in for a min until I've got food. Oof. What food? What are you eating? What's for din-dins? Or a late lunch? Nothing wrong with a late lunch. Yepper. How's it going, dude? Good to see you. Battlefield, am I right? Sorry. I don't know if any of you are cricket fans, but Chris Gale, 84 off 22. That's insane. Whew. Oh, got 2 pies and mash. Chicken pie? Steak? Well, what's in the pie? What's in the pie? Or you could be big brain. 1 chicken pie, 1 steak and ale pie. Bit of both. I love a good pie, honestly. I'm actually going to have chicken pie myself for dinner, I think. Chicken pie or... Yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do chicken pie, potato, like, waffle fries, peas, bit of gravy. Oh, it's chicken and gravy. Not chicken and gravy, chicken and bacon. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. It's not quite pie, but have you ever had chicken Kiev? Because there's like a cheese and like there's like a chicken cheese and ham like chicken Kiev, and it's amazing. When I say ham, it's basically bacon, but yeah, it's so good. Highly recommend. It's like a creamy cheese. It's like a creamy cheese like sauce with like bacon bits, and then it's just chicken with breadcrumbs. Chef's kiss. I'm hoping Battlefield 6 is modern. Yeah, 100%. I am with you there. Battlefield, yeah. Imagine the open world game being set in Mandalore around the time the Darksaber was made. Or a game set on Coruscant after Order 66, a character with more smaller goals. I think the open world game will probably be set in the original trilogy, and that's what I hope for, to be honest, especially if it's a bounty hunter game. But it really, like I did a whole video talking about this. I think for me, it really depends on what you actually can do in the game. If you're a bounty hunter, then I personally think the original trilogy is the best. But if it's like, if you're a Jedi, then I think it's best for yeah, if you're a Jedi, then I think it's absolutely best for the prequel trilogy, or perhaps even the High Republic now as well. I love those, but but have you had garlic? I have. The garlic one, also very good. Also very, very good. Yeah, no, going back to that point about Mandalore Darksaber thing, I'd actually love to see... I really want to see a single-player game where you actually play as the guy who stole the Darksaber from the temple. Because imagine an actual game where... Imagine like a story mission or two where you actually infiltrate the Jedi Temple and you take the Darksaber and then you cut down Jedi and stuff like that. Like, how insane would that be in a game? Kenobi killed Maul, Vader killed Kenobi, Palpatine kills Vader. Yeah, Okay, wait, so Kenobi killed Maul. Maul killed Vader. No, not Vader killed... No, bleh, I'm messing this up. Kenobi killed Maul. Vader killed Kenobi. Palpatine kills Vader. Death Star kills Palpatine. Lando blows up Death Star. Yeah, but to be fair... Maul didn't have the Darksaber when Obi-Wan killed him, so... This is... I mean, I get what you're saying, and I like your thinking, but... There we go. I'm very well, thank you, Yeppa. Glad you're doing good. La, 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 la. Somehow, and to be fair, like Palpatine then came back. So, does that mean the rightful owner of the Darksaber would then be Palpatine? Who knows? I'm getting hungry. Can I find something to eat? Fair enough. I'm getting kind of hungry as well, to be fair. I got like a bunch of chocolate coins under, in a bag, like in front of me, down there. You've just reminded me about a scene from Friday Night Dinner where Jim goes for a creamy tea. Oh god. If I could, I'd have pies in Kievs each day. Not gonna lie, if that makes sense. Oh no, that makes sense. Oh yeah, they're good, but for me, I definitely need a mix. Chocolate coins, I've not had them in ages, dude. I get chocolate coins like all the time, like well, not all the time, every year. Like this year, I had an insane amount of chocolate coins. It's unreal. Yeah, you know, the thing is though, even like sometimes when I get chocolate coins, I take ages to eat them, and to be fair, it's taken me a while to eat these because I got them all for like Christmas, but slowly but surely I'm making my way through them, so it's great. Can't go wrong with some chocolate coins. And the good thing is actually they're not all the same. Like there's some really small ones which are like dark chocolate. There's actually some that I found which are like milk chocolate, which is amazing. And then others are just like a pretty standard chocolate. So it's good. There's a nice variety in there. So it's like the Kellogg's variety packs, except instead of, well, yeah. I mean, once you figure out which coin is which chocolate, then you know, choose what you want. Do you want some Rice Krispies? No. Do you want some Cocoa Pops? Go for it. Frosties, but maybe you've got a special one and you've got Crunchy Nut in your variety pack. Who knows? Old Republic games are money, so they'll probably be done. But oh boy, if it's done wrong, it would be the Last Jedi of Star Wars video games. No matter what people thought of that movie, it can't be denied that film divided the fan base more than ever. Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. Like I'm with SP on this. I liked the Last Jedi, but I absolutely agree that it split the fan base 100%. And that's the thing with Legends content that you have to be so careful about. Yeah, that's the thing you have to be really careful about with anything Legends, is that if you bring it back, or especially if it's in the same like period of time, if you bring it back, you have to do it right. Yeah, you have to do it right if you're going to bring stuff back. Hello. Oh, no. Oh. Alright, I'll play as a new one. Gamer Rory, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Are you doing a triple XP grind? Not really. I felt like streaming, so I decided to stream. And then when I got on the game, it was like, hey, triple XP. And I was like, oh, cool. It was a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. I think that's far-fetched because Death Star doesn't have the right to own the Darksaber. Plus, it said it's needs to be defeated in combat, but it's pretty interesting to think about. Well, yeah, it's a very odd thing. Oh, you think Anakin? Wait. Or do I think all the younglings went into ghost mode for like when they got slaughtered? Imagine that. No, they wouldn't have known about it. Like The Last Jedi 2 for the most part, but some of the decisions made by Ryan were just confusing in the direction he took things. Yeah, the main thing that I think the biggest thing that really split the fan base was more like how Luke was handled in the film. A lot of people praised how he was handled and say that, you know, it shows a true sign of a hero. The fact that and that it's, you know, it's okay to make mistakes and stuff like that. A lot of people praised it for that reason, but then a lot of people also just like, wow, no, not my Luke Skywalker. And they, you know, they didn't like how Luke just went to this island to die and all that stuff, which is fair. Like I understand that. But yeah, hey Zorkin. How's it going, my dude? Let's get a better angle. Oh, I'm gonna get blown up, yeah. Alright, take care, Munzie. Have a good one, buddy. I'm not really too sure how much longer I'll be streaming for, because I said I'd be a league. Going for T-Lags, I'll be back if you're still going. No worries. Appreciate it, dude. Enjoy your dinner. Everyone has dinner like insanely early compared to me. It's 5 o'clock here and people are having dinner. Like I don't have my dinner until like 7:30. But yeah, no, I'll be like pretty set for the rest of the day. But yeah. I just got off school and I have to make my own dinner, but I wish I could eat dinner this early. Oof. Would be nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make my dinner at some point. I've got a thing at 8. I'll be... So for those of you who listen to the Uplink podcast, I'll be back on there in the next episode, which is going to be good. So we're recording that tonight at 8. So I need to have my dinner ready for 7:30. So I'll probably get that started in like an hour or something. I don't know. It's 10 for you. Ooh. Fair play. So where are you from, Steel, if you don't mind me asking? Ooh, I like the Uplink podcast. Me too. It's great. It's not bad loud, just distractingly loud. Okay. Does anyone else have an issue with the music? Because if so, do tell. I'm more than happy to turn it down just a little bit. Oh, hello. Oh, get off of me. Oh, you rolled. Yes. Where it used to... Oh, I didn't stun me, okay. Kind of forgot she had a stun for a second. Oh, we got Grievous as well. Oh. Music's fine in my opinion. Good, good, good. Uplink is good. I like it. Nice. Yeah, well, I will be on there for the next episode. Oh, hello. So I've killed 2 heroes in my life now. Got an assist on another, I'll take it. Someone stop it. Ah, BB Fair enough. I don't mind, I just enjoy the stream no matter what it is. My boy. What's the Uplink podcast? Previously known as the Star Wars Battlefront podcast. You may have heard of the Star Wars Battlefront podcast. I don't know. Either way, good friend Sage has been doing... Well, so it was, yeah, the Star Wars Battlefront podcast, who who did a podcast called that for about 5 years. Kind of late last year, he rebranded it to Uplink because he wants to cover not just Battlefront anymore. Obviously, it's going to be just all Star Wars gaming, really. So, yeah, Uplink's a better name. Does ring a bell? Yeah. Very nice. Alright, where are we going? This will determine if it's 2 or 1. 1 or 2, I should say. Didn't know it had been renamed. Yeah, it was about 5. I think it was just before Squadrons came out. It's 2. It's 2. It's Naboo. Haha. What a map. What a map. Alright, I'm still the same skin as other times. We're going to be a 212th sniper. We're going to be the 41st Elite Corps officer because it's the best officer in the game. I mean, look at this beauty. Just stunning. Fun fact, for those of you who didn't know, that helmet for the 41st Elite Corps used... Is everything okay? Is the stream okay? I had some red. I saw red. I don't know if we're okay. And we'll go 91st for that. We'll see. Alright. So it is Naboo, but no one's really joined. I have hope though. We'll give it some time. Just want the 4-hour version of Revenge of the Sith. Imagine. Imagine if they just went and released like expanded editions, like just everything about them. That'd be sick. All right, players are filling up. Lovely stuff. Yep, says it's fine now. This is good news. The stream died just when you said fun fact about the. Amazing. But we're back now anyway, so that's good. Yeah, I was saying, fun fact about this helmet here. It used to be a channel member helmet before I changed everything back in August. Actually, it was probably early September, I think, when I implemented all the changes. Naboo looks really good. It's like a mix of Italy, Germany, England, and France in paradise. It's interesting you say that. I'm curious as to why. Well, as like as a planet as a whole, then yeah, I can kind of see that. The overall architecture is actually like a lot of Naboo, a lot of the actual Naboo stuff in films was filmed in Spain, I think. Yeah, because one of like especially when they're going around, like one of the main like big buildings that like Anakin and Padme and R2 walk on when they arrive on Naboo in Episode 2, that big building is like an actual building somewhere in Spain, which is cool. And the like all the architectures in Theed especially is just inspired by all of that really, which is cool. Channel members are cool, yeah. Oh god. We have, well, we're currently actually back down. We were at 12, but we're currently back down at 10. I want to redo my emote. I want to redo the channel member emotes actually, because at the moment I think they're kind of crap, to be honest. So I want to redo those because that would be cool. Hopefully I can get those done within the next couple of weeks. I need to actually set some solid time about it. But yeah, at 10 currently, which is insane. Hoth is like a mix of Siberia, Canada, Alaska, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Greenland, the Alps, and Antarctica. Anywhere that's snowy. Oh god. I would love to explore more of Hoth, to be honest. That would be cool. Like, I wonder. I'm curious as to see if there's actually any. Like, imagine if there was actually some kind of settlement on, like, you know, not Echo Base itself, but some actual settlement with snow people. I think that'd be cool. We're still waiting on 2 players. Like, this actually was filling up alright, but now we're still waiting. Mon Calo is like a mix of the Atlantic, sorry, the Pacific, and my toilet. Amazing. Oh god. I kind of want to say, is it like your toilet because there's like loads of tubes and stuff like that, and like, you know, toilets have tubes and everything. Big brain. That's why. Oh, come on. We may not even end up playing another one at this rate. I want to play Naboo. I'm stubborn. But I might just have to leave, honestly. I might just have to leave. Because everyone else is doing it. This is when people start to back out when the lobby's getting full. But well, this is the thing. Just people are backing out. It's not filling up anymore, unfortunately. We were waiting for like 14 people, and then all of a sudden it was down to 2 or 3, and now it's back up to 9. Now 10. 11. Not good. This is really not good. So, I think I'm going to have to leave. Honestly, I don't think this is going to fill up. Which is a shame. Do you get much snow in Newcastle? I wouldn't know. I think Newcastle actually probably has had quite a bit of snow at the moment, but down here in the south, Jesus Christ. I don't know if anyone if you can hear that at all, but they borking. All right. Now we will see if there's just 1 or 2 again. Naboo again. It's probably like halfway through the first game, and the next game will be another, like, will just be a crappy map, and it's like, well, okay, not crappy map, that's not fair. I think all of the maps are pretty solid, but just a map I'd rather not play. It's a game that needs players. It's the same lobby. It's actually the same lobby. Oh my word. Yeah, Alexis Pro CR7. I remember that name. Oh, there's iCrota on my team. He's like he's some like insane player. He get like kill streaks. Is your monitor curved? Yes, it is. I don't know why it's so funny to say you live in Newcastle, Mark. It just is. Oh my lord. Oh, doggy. Yes, two doggies. One's like, and the other one was like, ah, god. What is this? What's what? Sam, if you want to know like the full specs of my monitor, just type in LG. Okay, I can't even remember. It's probably it's like LG GL950G thingy. I don't know. I can't actually remember. I was gonna be like, yeah, this is the name of it, but I don't even know honestly. Oh, that's a rip. Lobby visible empty, and when you leave, filling intensifies. That is literally what happened. I left a lot. Like no one was joining. No one was joining, and there was visible sadness because I couldn't play on Naboo. And then yeah, I literally get back into the menu, search for another game. It's like Naboo, same map, brilliant. And I get in, and it's like, what? Most of the lobby is filled, and it's the same lobby. I just don't understand it. It's like, what have I done to deserve such things? I mean, it kind of helped because it gave me something to do whilst. Oh, hello. Are you streaming Saturday? I don't know. Like, to be like with streams, honestly, I'm just gonna do them completely randomly now. I was kind of I mean, they've kind of been random anyway, but I just want to try and do. I just basically want to stream a bit more frequently, and just do like little ones every now and again. You know, it might be like an hour here and there. Sometimes it will be like a 2-hour one, or maybe it could be even bigger than that. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to stream. I think tomorrow I'll do Squadrons because the new operation started today. So it'd be really good to get some games in for that. Damn it. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any reason why I can't, why I couldn't stream on Saturday at some point. But yeah, we'll see. All right. Can't we just have a constant 24/7 Mark stream? So you basically want people to, do you just want people to film my life, or me just have my phone constantly on charge and like streaming the whole time with no issues? Amazing. Oh, you're joking. Yes, you did mention that, and that, like, so if I genuinely feel like it, then yeah, I will. If I'm like, yeah, I'll stream, I'll do it, then I will. But yeah, I can't really make any promises. But happy birthday for then anyway. I hope you have a good day. Stream every single moment of your life. Exactly. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, not really. Oh god. The life of Mark streaming soon. God's sake. I mean, what about like an office? Like, what about an office style TV series? So, you know, some bits of my life, not everything, but some bits of my life are like recorded with my birthday money and PS5. As soon as they're in stock, then plan to start doing YouTube videos and maybe live streams. Very nice. The thing oh my lord, the thing I will say about PS5 is that you've got to be looking, you've got to be ready, because as soon as they come in stock, they still continue to just go like straight away. So yeah, you've got to be really careful and like quick when it comes to getting a PS5, but I wish you the best of luck with that. So yeah, a modern Clone Commando would be really cool, wouldn't it? Or a Bad Batch style game, or even a Battle Delta Squad after Order 66. So I'm actually, over the last couple days, I've been working on a video, and over the next the next couple days I'll continue to work on it, because it's actually it's a fairly long video. Well, it's 12 minutes, but it's like, yeah, there's quite a bit going on with it, and I want to make it like awesome. So yeah, in short, yeah, I'd love to see, like, one of my dream Star Wars games is a Star Wars tactical shooter like Rainbow Six Siege, where it has a multiplayer tactical shooter like that, but then it has a single player campaign that would be like a retelling of the Republic Commando story, because like games have to be canon. That's literally what has been said by Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm have said that all games that come out will be canon, unless of course they're like remakes and stuff like that of something else. You know, so like if we do get KOTOR 1 and 2 console ports, then that's obviously not going to make it canon, but yeah, like oh my lord. But yeah, like most games will be canon, so they're like, if we do see a Republic Commando game, it won't be a sequel. It won't be like a sequel to Republic Commando. I'd quite like to see a retelling of Republic Commando in a way, or just so just tell their tell their story again. However, through it would just be like same characters obviously, but it would just be a different story really. Bloody hell, those two. Yeah, it would be a different story, like their story throughout the Clone Wars, basically. There's that. Or I'd really like to see a Bad Batch game. So we know Bad Batch went on like countless missions. Like they literally said in Clone Wars Season 7 that they've been on too many missions to count. So yeah, hello. Boy, oh my god, I'm not even going to get this guy. What the hell's going on with that smoke? Oh, I got him. Yeah, so it's been, where was I? Oh yeah, so they said that they've been on too many missions to count, but we don't know any of that story apart from, like, the annexes in episodes, like that arc where they get Echo in Season 7, and then we're getting a TV show post Clone Wars, so it would be great. It'd be great to see like a game or like a campaign at least in a tactical shooter for them during the Clone Wars. I'd really like to see that as well. I've heard that an FPS Call of Duty Styles game is possible, because I think some of the big people who worked on Call of Duty is working with EA or something. I don't know where you heard that from, to be honest. I've not heard anything about that, to be honest. Like, if you can find where that was said, then I'd love to see it, but I highly doubt that, to be honest. I don't think EA would... I don't see why they'd do that, to be honest. I mean, it could happen, but I can't really see it. And the thing as well, actually, is because the Bad Batch story, like, because we don't know when. I'll try and find. Okay. If you do find it, can you just like send it to me on Twitter? If you've got Twitter, that would be awesome. But yeah. Yeah, because we don't know anything about the Bad Batch really before Clone Wars Season 7, apart from the fact that they've worked with Cody a couple of times. The sky's the limit, really. Like, there's so much they could do with their story. So yeah, they have endless potential, really. So yeah, I'm hopeful to see something like that at some point. Like, cautiously optimistic, I'd say. Boom, we got him. Tom, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. 411. The ATRT is cool, but the ATPP is better. Can't remember that one, honestly. I'll have to Google. Get away from me. Damn it, I got wrecked. The real Roy Jenkins. When is Battlefront 3? Battlefront 3 has not been officially confirmed or anything, or even announced, so there's no, like, we don't know if there will ever be a Battlefront 3. So if you've seen a video saying that Battlefront 3 is coming, then that's clickbait and a lie, because there's not any official confirmation on it. I think there will be a Battlefront 3 at some point, but I don't think we'll see it until at least 2024 at the earliest. But even then, I don't think we'll see it for a while to come. All games will be canon is done. Why would you restrict what can be done in Star Wars video games so much just to have irrelevant consistency in a fictional universe? Sure, of course, they should try to stick to the canon as much as they can, but they shouldn't rule out breaking continuity for the game's sake. Well, I mean, it kind of... like, I get what you're saying, to be fair. I absolutely get what you're saying, but like, with some things as well, it's like... I think for that side of things, it's more a case of just if the game includes a major character or includes a reference to a major plot point in the Star Wars films, then it kind of has to be, you know, you need to keep with that. But if it's like a completely new side of the universe that we've never seen before, or if it's like, if it's a game set during the original trilogy, but it doesn't include any of the main characters from... but if it doesn't include any of the main characters from Star Wars at all, and it's like completely new and everything, then, you know, you still, like, you're not being limited by canon in any way, because you're not necessarily going to be mentioning anything that happens. You might have like a small tease to something, but you're not necessarily limited to anything by that, which is fine. It just really depends on how close. It just really depends on how close to the line you really go with it. I'm good, thanks. Hyped for the Alfa Romeo livery coming out on February 15th. Oh, nice. When are the is it only the alpha date that we know of so far, or do we know of other dates? Huh? Yeah.
No, there's a few dates.
Oh yeah. This season. Oh, nice. Perfect. That'll be good. Do you think Battlefront 3 will be competitive like a ranked system? I mean, I think it could be. Wait, no, why is it Hoth again? Wait, what? No, that was only one game in Naboo. Oh, I'll play it anyway. I'll do this one game and then I'll call it a day there. But yeah. It's going to be it. Battlefront 3 will be coming out this weekend for the Magnavox Odyssey and the Neo Geo. It's being developed by Ninja Kiwi. Amazing. Oh, that's so good. Battlefront 3 tomorrow, Source, do you trust me? Yep. Battlefront 3 will feature a campaign where we'll be following a day in the life of Dexter Jetster. Admit, that would be my favourite game. That's a dream game. Alpha and Merc and another, I can't remember. Okay, fair enough. I'm referring more to the level design, for instance, having to keep the capital ship maps canon. Yeah, well, to be fair, I don't even think, like, realistically speaking, like, the capital ship designs in Battlefront 2, like, we'd never seen that exact, you know, it's not like we'd seen that exact layout before, like, we didn't know that's how it looked. That's not necessarily like completely like come from source material. Like, they would have designed it like purposely that way for the way the mode was laid out. It, you know, obviously some people love it, some people hate it. It may not have been the best level design in the world, but they would have done that. You know, the maps would have been purposely built with the mode in mind. It wouldn't have been like the Star Wars canon wouldn't have determined the layout of those maps. Have you ever played No Man's Sky? Yes, I have. I actually repurchased it to play on the PS5 because I didn't have it digitally. I've barely played it, but yeah, I like No Man's Sky is awesome. Like, honestly, like, No Man's Sky is one of my dream games, and I barely play it. And when I say dream games, like before No Man's Sky had come out, I was always saying about how I really want a game where you can just like explore the universe and do whatever you want. And then I googled whether there was going to be a game like that, and I saw No Man's Sky. I was like, what? And that was like a couple years before release. Came out, and obviously it was disappointing. Like, I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was, but it wasn't what it said it was. They've really turned it around though. Like, yeah, and yeah, a No Man's Sky style Star Wars game would be awesome, because the thing is, like, Star Wars games don't all have to be photoreal, you know. They could be like, you know, it could be like highly stylized, like No Man's Sky, and you know, they could have all this procedural generation and stuff like that, which would be really interesting. But the thing you have to bear in mind there is, like, you can't really make it too, I mean, like, well, I mean, it could happen, but it's just you got to bear in mind all these other Star Wars planets that we've already been to. Like, it would be cool to explore them, and if you go into a procedurally generated world universe, it might be a bit weird, and it could get messy. I don't know, but it would be interesting though. A No Man's Sky style Star Wars game would be really cool. So after this game, Gore, I'm just going to be heading off for the day. I will be streaming again tomorrow, but that will probably be on Squadrons. What's my setup? A mess, to be honest. So I've got my PS5 down here. That's linked into my Elgato, the HD60S. The HD60S links into my monitor and my laptop. I've then got my camera on top of the... I've got my camera on top of the monitor, and my light is on top of the camera. And then I've got this mic here that's connected into there. And then I have a Stream Deck as well. I don't really utilize the Stream Deck too much, though, during streams. I should, but I don't. So yeah, I've got a Stream Deck as well, which sometimes should use really. I use it a lot for like editing videos, and just on a day-to-day I use it quite a lot because I've got some like useful hotkeys and stuff like that for Premiere. But yeah, I have a Stream Deck as well, which is connected to the laptop and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. Yeah, if you want to have all these like overlays and stuff like that, Sir Tricky, thank you very much. Perfect timing. Thank you very much for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, it's like if you want to have like, you know, alerts like that appear, and you want to have like fancy stuff appear on screen, then you need to have like a laptop or PC and have an Elgato so that you can connect your PlayStation to the Elgato, so you can do this kind of stuff. Or you can obviously just stream directly through the PS5, which Yepa said earlier is actually quite good for streaming because it's like 1080p 60, which is really nice. So yeah, you can stream at that. I mean, I don't even stream at 60 FPS because my laptop can barely handle it sometimes. That said, actually, I haven't tried streaming 60 FPS with the hardware encoder, so I might try that. Actually, I keep forgetting to do that. But that could be interesting if that works. Is a PS5 and a monitor just alright stream? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because you can just stream with a PS5 and a monitor is all you need, because you can just stream straight from your PS5 onto YouTube or Twitch. That's all you need. Just make sure you have a phone or just make sure you have a phone or a tablet where you can have your YouTube chat up, because, well, you can have the chat on the side of the screen on PlayStation, but I just don't really think it looks very good. Personally, I think it would be best if you just had the full screen as the game itself, and you just had a phone or tablet just in front of you, so that if you wanted to look at, like, read the chat, which is I recommend doing, then you can do that. You can see it a bit easier that way. Demon King, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Triple XP is already live. Yes, it would have been live for a number of hours now, because it's live. Triple XP is every Wednesday, isn't it? So yeah, it would have been live for about like 17 hours, I think, something like that. Unless it's like 6 AM, then it would have been live for around 12. Have to go, my good friends. Take care and bye. See you, Zorkin. Appreciate you stopping in, bud. Have a good rest of your day, and maybe we'll see you tomorrow. If not, then we'll see you soon. Lovely stuff. You got Squadrons as well? Okay, sweet. So yeah, tomorrow I should be on Squadrons, so yeah. Jump on in. Yeah, I had the chat appear on the screen, but it's not great, so I'll probably turn it off. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's worth testing to see if you like it, but I just personally don't like it because it makes the game a lot smaller, and it's just, yeah, I just think it looks a lot more professional without it. So yeah, just have a phone or tablet up with the chat so that you can read off that instead. That's my advice for that. And all you like, and again, if you're just streaming straight from the PS5, all you need is your headset, and you'll be fine to like, as long as you've got a headset with a microphone, then yeah. Yeah, okay, I'll play with you tomorrow. Awesome. So it won't be this time; it'll be more in like I'll be starting in around 2 hours from now, but tomorrow I think that's when I intend on streaming anyway. Could be a little bit later. It could be. Yeah, well, it'll either be 8 PM UTC or a little bit later I start, basically. That is the plan. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, damn it. That was right. Oh. I don't mean like it doesn't need to be randomly generated. Like there's a certain set of planets or just a solar system, but keep the No Man's Sky assets. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it could be like a solar system. Yeah, it wouldn't have to be like procedural generation in the same way, but yeah, it could be a similar style, like art style, but Star Wars or just yeah, something like that where you've just got like a system of planet, you know, just like a number of planets that you can like freely roam around would be awesome. But the thing you then have to be careful of there is again. Is kind of just consistency. Somewhere on those planets, you need to have like, especially if you can roam around the whole thing, then you need to make sure you have like the Senate building and Jedi Temple and Coruscant and stuff like that. So, yeah. But yeah, like Outer Worlds or Destiny 2, I haven't played any of those. But yeah, they're talked about the way they play seems really fitting for a Star Wars game. Yeah, I mean, Destiny is kind of like a. I don't really like to refer to it as a looter shooter because I don't really feel like it is. It kind of is, to be fair. But yeah, it's basically like it's basically a looter shooter in a way, and yeah, like it's got a, you know, you can pretty much free roam around several planets. Not like around the whole thing, obviously, just certain elements of it, which is really good. So yeah, it's. I've not played Destiny 2, but I played Destiny 1 a little bit, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I've never played Outer Worlds, so I don't know what that's like, but yeah, like a solar system like full of planets where you can just like roam around would be cool, and just do various things. I mean, that's kind of what I want from a bounty hunter game, really, is I want a number of planets, you can do multiple missions and different stuff like that. I bought the Strike Pack and headset, both £50 each, and I've just seen they've both been reduced to £30. Oh, rip. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, stuff like that just happens, doesn't it? You go to buy something, and then like you get it, and then a week or two later, it is reduced. That actually happened with Battlefront 2, actually. When Battlefront 2 came free for Epic Games, a lot of people were actually complaining because they were like, oh, I literally just bought Battlefront 2. They were literally like, oh, I just bought Battlefront 2 like a couple weeks ago. Like, just it's unfortunate timing for them, yeah. Welcome back, Night Sensei. I am on PlayStation, correct, yeah. Also, just a reminder to everyone that this is going to be my last game for today. I mean, it's been it's been an hour and 40. I mean, to be fair, this is based like I was intending on it just to be an hour, like a short stream, but you know, we soldiered on. But yeah, I just want to do like random streams, random times. Well, when I say random times, sometimes it could be as early as like 1 PM my time, but most of the time it will either be just starting at about 3:30, 4 o'clock, or yeah, it'll be around 3:30, 4 o'clock start in like UTC, or it'll be like around an 8 o'clock start. So yeah. Oh, you're on PC. Nice. I do intend on getting a PC, like later this year. I need to just get the money for one, to be honest. And yeah, I need to get the money for one, and then also just kind of figure out where it would really go. I mean, to be fair, it could probably go under the desk here, but it's one of those things that, you know, I know a lot of people like don't have their PCs on the floor and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, because it gathers dust, which is true, and especially under here, it does get dusty, boy. So, yeah. I don't know. I just don't really know where the best place to put it would be, and I don't have a lot of space on this desk. There's not a lot of space because my monitor already takes up a huge amount of space, and then my brother's got his TV there. So, yeah. I am from the UK, Gore. Yes. If you couldn't buy the accent, then yeah, I am from England. I'm from England. What leaks are we getting now? So today we've had more about KOTOR. Yesterday I saw something about a potential Empire at War game. That wasn't so much of like an actual like leak of a game is coming. That was more just a developer said that there's a possibility and they're talking with the right people. So yeah, so they're basically saying that like it could happen, but they're not saying that it will happen or anything like that. So yeah, it's a KOTOR leak. It's from Jordan Mason, so I covered him. No, I don't drink tea. I covered a leak from Jordan last Saturday on about KOTOR. So yeah. My mate got a full PC setup with a dual monitor display for Christmas. Yeah, after 5 months of saving and Christmas, I only just have enough to get for the digital PC. Well, but the thing is, though, you got to remember that this is you saving and not getting it. You know, as much as I love it being light outside for like a long time, I really enjoyed the feel. I really enjoyed the feel of the winter this year, to be honest. I don't really know why, but it's just cool. That Kylo's gonna die. No, he's not. Damn it. Ah. Yeah, he's spoiled. Exactly. He's spoiled, and yeah, he's been completely spoiled by his parents, and you're actually trying to save up for this yourself. So it's you know, it's gonna be different. You know, you can't. It's not really something you can compare. Yeah, I told you he's gonna die. Let's go. I'm probably gonna die to this maul though. Goodness gracious. Come on. Oh, it's a good job Obi-Wan has a high health regen. You die. No, you die. You have a theory about squadrons and spell shoots somehow connecting to Battlefront 3. I don't think that's gonna... No, like, just no. Like, I hear that already and just think no. But go on, what's your theory? I don't have any emotes, goddamn. Okay. Well, I killed both the Kylo and... Not the Kylo. Yeah, I killed both the Kylo and the Maul. I'll take that. I'm happy. They all got killed. That's a shame. Damn, he getting spoiled. Yeah, it's... Yes. He's Green Kenobi all he likes, but it ain't changing anything. There's the more Gundarks. I love that reference to the Clone Wars. That's awesome. Oh, hello. There's another Maul. Very cool. Let's keep the theatrics going. My mate also always complains about how his controller's broken, then boasts about how he smashed 15 controllers in 2 years, 2 of them being Xbox Elites. What a mug. Like, the thing, I've never understood breaking a controller, like, smashing a controller and, like, stuff like that. It's like, I mean, sure, like, I get angry at games, but bloody hell, like, if you're actually going to get that angry about playing games that you break controllers purposefully, or you just try to throw a controller at a wall, like, you gotta rethink your life. Like, should you be playing those games if you're actually getting that angry and physically being like, I know, and like you know, people get angry at games and they break their keyboards, they smash their monitors, they break their controllers, and I don't get that. Like, you know, sure, I get angry at games sometimes, and I want to hit something, but I look down at my controller and I think, do I really want to spend another £50 on a new controller? No, I don't. Like, your brother gets angry at Minecraft, fair enough. Like, I'd get angry at Minecraft as well. You know, I could get angry at anything, to be honest. But to the point where you physically decide to be like, yeah, I'm gonna break this thing. I just think if that's happening, then you got to reevaluate your situation, because just speak to someone. I don't know. Speak to your parents and be like, I gotta stop playing these games, or play less of them, because I'm breaking so much. But this is the thing. Like, I've never broken a controller. Like, I've dropped a controller a lot. Like, the PS4 controllers, I've had them on the desk. I've had them on my desk and they've slipped off. Or I've had them on my leg and they've slipped off and they've hit the ground, or whatever. They hit the chair, then it hit the ground, and you know, they've been through the walls a little bit. They've not braked at all after a lot of hits and stuff. So for someone to really break a controller through throwing it, they've got to do something like really bad to it. Because this is like, you know, I don't know, like almost a meter high, maybe. I don't know, probably not actually. It's more like, I don't know. It's fairly long anyway. It's fairly like tall, and you know, it's not necessarily. I don't know what I'm saying, but just don't break your controllers. If you're getting so angry at a game that you feel like you want to break a controller, then stop playing that game for a bit. That's all I'm gonna say. Minecraft is stressful. Yeah, that's true. And yes, like I said, I don't necessarily get angry. Like, I might say a few words, but that's it. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day there, folks, because I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I wasn't really expecting the stream to go on for almost 2 hours, to be honest, but hey, I've enjoyed myself. Like I said, I really want to try and do. Oh, the alpha livery is going to be 22nd. Okay, sweet. Mercedes on the 2nd of March. Nice. Yeah, I really want to just try and do more streams again, to be honest, because it was always like 1 or 2 every now and again, and I just kind of felt it was almost a little bit just out of touch a bit, you know. McLaren on the 15th of March or Feb? Probably not, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. I'll try and do more streams. Some of them will be 2-hour ones like this. Others may well just be an hour again. But yeah, going to be doing a lot more streams. So thank you for watching, and may the force be with you always.